Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be trying out this double hut expo deck that is so dirty, and it actually has the hunter inside of it as well. That's right, this deck uses a bunch of cards that people get pretty frustrated playing against, which would of course be the expo, the barbarian hut, but what I think is the most annoying card inside of Clash Royale right now, even more annoying than the royal ghost, would be the goblin hut. The goblin hut is just such a pain. Right when the goblin hut goes down, I sort of just roll my eyes because I know certain cards I just can't play, whether it's I'm playing a Sparky deck, it really disrupts my Sparky, bunch of other types of decks that I've been playing, and for some reason I find the Goblin Hut to be the most annoying card in the game right now, and so far I've used this deck to go 5-1 inside of a challenge. Now if you guys disagree, if you think another card is more annoying than the Goblin Hut right now inside of Clash Royale, let me know in the comment section below. Of course it does vary depending where you are in the game. Maybe you guys are playing level 13 Royal Giants and Elite Barbarians, where of course those would be super annoying as well, but let's go and start this off against Ivan. Alright, looks like we've got a very casual Elixir Collector start to start this game off. I said start about a billion times right there. Gonna go ahead and play my Expo, and what a retaliation. Ivan's gonna end up playing absolutely nothing, so we're gonna go ahead and let our, okay, he's gonna finally play a Zap to get his Golem down. Now we're gonna play our Hunter. The Hunter's really good against the Golem, but at the same time we've got to be a little bit concerned about this Mega Minion, but the Hunter will end up killing the Mega Minion right there, and check out this damage against the Golem. Gonna explode right there, and that was a pretty saucy amount of damage. And yeah, feeling pretty good so far. Looks like that Lumberjack should die in a moment. I'm gonna get my Goblin Hut ready right now, and let's go and see if we can make this work. Goblin Hut's gonna do a great job. We have Fireball if we want to play it against his next Elixir Pump. Opted not to play it against that one, and as soon as he pumps, I do have the opportunity to play the Expo, but only if it's in the right situation. Taking a look at where we are right now, I'm going to Fireball this Elixir Collector just to make sure his lead doesn't get out of control right now, and to sort of let those Goblin Huts run down the lane and see if they can put in work. So far we're looking okay. I can get my Barbarian Hut down momentarily, which will be a great card for us against this Golem. It's going to clean up pretty well. He probably has poison, so going to see what type of value he gets out of that. I'll get my Hunter going down in a moment. Hunter's going to go down against this Golem. It's not going to be super close to the Golem, so maybe not the optimal play, but still, Ice Wizard's going to go down momentarily. There's the poison spell we talked about. Looks like the Hunter's going to go ahead and shoot a bunch of buckshot to the face of that Mega Minion, and even though he had all that elixir, this push is basically going to end up in nothing. Unfortunately, my tower targeted the Night Witch before it targeted the Mega Minion, or else we would have taken way less damage. But anyways, we're looking pretty good right now, guys. Continuing the pressure with two huts once again, and Ivan's going to have to play something to respond. Every time he plays something to respond to these huts, he gets more and more sad. And you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to go ahead and play our Expo down and see what he's going to do to counteract this. Now, Expo will lock onto the towers. He's simply going to, he's going to end up zapping right there, but that's not going to be enough. Let's go and drop our Knight right now, because I knew he was going to play his Mega Minion. Looks like my Goblin Hut's putting in work on this side. He's going to opt to just go ham on this side right here. Fireball's going to go down against everything, and guys, he is in a boatload of trouble. That Expo has locked onto the tower. Going to keep that Expo just alive a little bit longer right now. Going to have to play my Knight to make sure we don't go down right here, but one more Fireball plus some more direct damage will be the end of the game. And yeah, looking good. Let's go and get our Hunter down again. He's going to play yet another Night Witch, so we're going to try to take that out. Looks like it's going to be pretty dang effective. Fireball is going to clean up as well. He's going to play some goblins on this side. I don't know if I agree with that. Looks like this should be good. Mega Minion will die in a moment. These beautiful Ice Wizards right here doing such a good job for us. And at this point, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Goblin Hut down this lane, apply just a little bit of pressure, and see what we can do. He's going to play yet another Golem at the bridge. So I'm going to play a Barbarian Hut, actually. I'm playing this pretty cautious. I just don't want to mess this up as my Hunter goes down. Let's see if playing cautious is going to help us out right here. Knight's going to go down on this side. I've got Goblins to distract this Mega Minion to give my Hunter just a little bit more time to stay alive before retargeting to that Mega Minion. Beautifully done right there, guys. Even with his a poison spell going down. I didn't realize I was in Fireball range after having a couple of Spear Goblins hit that left-hand side, so that's going to be GG well played. And guys, even against the Golem deck, where Golem plus Zap makes it really hard for our Expo to lock on, we ended up locking on twice onto two different towers, and we ended up taking the dub. Very nicely done. All right, let's get to battle number 2. Once again, we've got double hut in the very beginning. People hate going against double hut, myself included, if you don't have the right cards to deal with it. A lot of decks that I've been playing recently actually don't use poison spell, and if you don't have poison against double hut, things can get really ugly. We do have the Knight for the Royal Ghost, so that's one of the very few even elixir counters into the game to the Royal Ghost. As his poison spell goes down, we're going to go ahead and switch sides with our Barbarian Hut. And what do we even want to do? Should we let this Royal Ghost just go in right here? I'm going to go and play my Knight right here to drag this Royal Ghost over to this side, just so we have the Knight backing us up right here. pretty aggressive with my Ice Wizard right here, but I do want to keep my Knight alive, so my beautiful little Ice Wizard will follow right behind right there. I'm so nice to my cards, calling them beautiful, calling them great. They've got a great leader in myself. Anyways, moving on, we've got Barbarians running forward. The Ice Wizard will get locked onto. And at this point, we got to make some decisions on what we want to do. Now, this is a perfect card right here. We can play our Hunter right in the face of this Hog Rider. Going to give it some buckshot and make it very unhappy. As this Inferno Dragon locks on, we're going to go ahead and play our X-Bow. He's going to have to play something to counter this. Looks like he's going to be extremely late right there by playing that Mega Knight. So we're going to get some damage onto the tower. This Inferno Dragon proving to be such a pain right now. We can't really crack through without having our Spear Goblins to sort of help out. So let's go ahead and get another Goblin Hut down right now to follow up this Hunter. We've got the Barbarian Hut with 2 more Barbarians coming out before that ends up that hut right there. Another Royal Ghost going down. So we can go ahead and keep our cool right here. And he's just going to keep on spamming right now with his Royal Ghost, his Ice Golem. Looks like that should all be taken care of fairly quickly, though. Even with 2 hits right there, not the end of the world. And yeah, let's just go ahead and keep cycling it up with our Barbarian Hut and see what this guy's going to end up doing against us. Now, we've got some really good counters to some cards inside of this deck. As long as we don't overcommit, which I don't think we have so far, we should be fine inside of this game. So Barbarian Hut, once again, going to go down and do a great job for us. I'm going to get my Ice Wizard ready right here. He does have Poison Spell, so got to be a little bit careful with that. Hunter's going to go in against this Hog Rider, though, which is one of my favorite things to see right there. Nice job for him. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready with this X-Bow right here, but this is a little bit scary because, yeah, he's just going to play a Mega Knight in our face. All right, very predictable play. Let's go ahead and drop our Knight plus our Goblins to see maybe if this can do something. Hopefully my Goblins don't die, which they don't actually die to that Mega Knight. Nice little job on that side. I've got the Barbarian Hut on this side. Looks like my X-Bow did lock onto the tower, but I wasn't able to save it with the Hunter in time. And this Hunter's probably just going to die to this Inferno Tower. The Inferno Tower is just, or Inferno Dragon is so tragic sometimes. Barbarians are going to run down the lane. What is he going to do? He's going to play some bats and then finally end up playing his Mega Knight. Once again, we're going to end up killing this Mega Knight with basically all the stuff that we're just tossing down the lane right here. And to see if it's going to be enough to get the job done. This Poison Spell being such a nuisance right now. We might have to switch lanes just because our left-hand tower is much lower than our right-hand tower. But should be fine either way. His Zap is going to go down. I'm going to follow up with my Hunter right here. He's got to defend that side if he wants to survive. So he's going to end up playing some Goblins right here. Let's see what he does, as he probably is going to drop a Mega Knight in his face. No, he's going to go for that Inferno Dragon. And I think that's a big mistake, guys. Knight's going to go down, trying to distract for my Hunter to give it a little bit more time on this side. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Fireball's going to go down. X-Bow died again. But wait, the X-Bow got the tower down to 670. I literally did not even notice that, which is so good for us. Let's get our Goblin Hut down right here. He might play a Hog Rider down this lane, so let's make sure our Hunter is prepped just in case. And once again, guys, we're going to play yet another X-Bow and just force him to respond. Continually force responses from him is going to be our strategy. Knight's going to go down again. I've got Goblins to back this up, hopefully. Let's see if this does a great job. Looks like it will. His Poison Spell is going to go down. And guys, the X-Bow will lock onto the tower for close to GG. Yeah, the game's almost over, guys. Just got to kill this last Inferno Dragon and make sure we don't do anything stupid and cycle back to our beautiful Fireball. Barbarian Hut's going to go down. That is an expensive but effective counter to this Hog Rider right here. And with this Royal Ghost running over, this should be GG. Knight plus Goblins plus Fireball will be the end of the game. Guys, this deck works. It's such a frustrating deck to play against. I mean, if you think about this guy's deck, he's got the Mega Knight, he's got Ice Golem, he's got some pretty good cards to use against our X-Bow, and still, we're able to lock it onto the tower with really good defense from using the double spawners plus the Hunter to defend the X-Bow. Not to mention the Knight. The Knight's really been the MVP of a couple of these games, which is going to put us at 7-1 inside of this challenge. And let's go and get into one more battle and see if we can cap this off right. So that battle I just started up lasted 6 minutes. It ended up being a tie, so I edited it out. Then I started up another battle, which went for another 6 minutes, which I didn't want to show as well. And then I played a 5-minute and 50-second battle where I could literally do nothing against Sheldor right here. And that one was so boring that I'm going to get into one more battle 18 minutes later. And hopefully we can get this win. Oh, man, it feels like forever since battle number 2 of this video, but this is going to be the final one, win or loss, to get this done. Let's see if we can do that. I just don't want this battle to last for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Supercell, can you please do that for me? All right, Goblin Hut's going to go down right here. We're going to get our Knight going in against this gang. No gang violence inside of this neighborhood, guys. We're going to play Our knight in a great position. Hunter's going to follow up. Hunter does counter this perfectly if we can hit it. It's going to be a little bit delayed on those 2 goblins in the back, but let's see what this guy's going to end up doing because it looks an awfully lot like log bait, and we've already played a little bit of log bait today. Now, we played a log bait earlier in one of those ties, and it's just, the only problem was that his log bait was so quick that he could cycle too many princesses for us to deal with. So I'm just hoping this guy doesn't have too many princesses, and I think we should be okay. Or he doesn't have a super quick deck, I mean, and we'll be okay. And as our goblins go in, I'm feeling pretty good so far. Ice Wizard's going to go down against this right here. We've got the goblins to go down, depending on where he throws those. I had a feeling he threw those inside of the back right there. We're going to end up taking 0 damage against that push right now. And so far, so good as we can get this one going. Wow, my computer's even shutting off because those ties took so long. I feel you, computer. I absolutely feel you. But we need to continue this hustle. Let's get the Goblin Hut going once again in the very back and see if we can pick this one up with a push. Rocket! All right, so he's got a rocket in his pocket. It is not happy to see me. Hunter's going to go down on this princess. Want to make sure we clean her up. Wow. See, that's what's wrong with the Hunter. Unless you're right up in their face, it's a weak card. But when you're right in its face, then it's very strong. Hunter's going to blow up 1 goblin. Man, Hunter, you're really letting me down right here, but we're still looking good. We still have the damage lead right now. Just need to make sure we keep our cool. Ice Spirit going to go down over here. I'm going to play goblins actually to fight off these because I had a feeling it was going towards that side. And this guy's getting way too tricky with some of his placements to where I think we're gaining a decent little advantage. All right, Goblin Hut's going to go down again. Need to cycle to my Hunter if we want to end up doing work against this knight. So let's do that in a moment. Hunter's going to go down right here. So without having, so the guy that I played to the tie, he had skeletons plus Ice Spirit, so he could cycle to the princesses really fast. This guy is definitely not cycling anywhere close to as fast. Obviously, we do have to be a little bit concerned about the rocket, just because it can do work against our Expo. But here it goes. Expo's going to lock onto this princess in a moment. It should have enough damage to kill that princess. Very nicely done right there. And that's going to let my goblins continually run down this lane right now. And I'm going to go ahead and apply pressure with a little bit of an Ice Wizard. Looking good. All right, if we need to defend over here, we're going to play goblins on this side. Looks like that should do decent. This guy's playing pretty well, or pretty bad when it comes to his goblin barrels. He really needs to shape those up if he wants a good chance at winning this battle right here. Knight's going to go in. He's going to play a goblin gang. So we're going to let this Expo put in some work. If he plays rocket, we still get about 6 hits on the Expo, shooting various stuff. So that's definitely worth in our favor. Really nice log from him is going to end up putting up some serious damage onto our tower. But still, guys, we definitely have the advantage right now. We just need to make sure we don't mess it up. Still hanging out right now. Let's get our Hunter ready for this princess. See what he's going to play. So he's sort of figuring out the secret. He's like, huh, I can play these princesses over and over, and this guy doesn't have log. That feels like a pretty good trade to me, and unfortunately, that's what's happened right now. Now, Fireball once again, this time going to be used on defense for the Goblin Barrel. Goblin Gang's going to go down. I'm feeling good. If he ever cycles a rocket, then I think he's pretty much dead to rights. And as that Ice Wizard goes in, we're going to get ready with these. But we have to, I feel like we have to get back to our Fireball really quickly right now. Oh, Knight's going to go down, but that Hunter putting in so much damage, guys. What the world are we going to do? Expo needs to go in. Expo needs to go in desperately, but guys, I think we're in a terrible position. Rocket's going to hit both the Knight and our Expo. Saddest times in Clash Royale history. 666 HP left. Hunter going to go down right here to start cleaning up. Can't have the log destroy us. Knight's going to go down. Are you joking me? Wow. What a game of Clash Royale, guys. Unfortunately, after starting off so well inside of this video, 2 ties have tilted me to oblivion. TTT, and that's going to be a 7-win chest inside of Clash Royale. All right, well, if you guys want to try this deck, if you're in a better mindset than me, then it definitely works for some wins. Unfortunately, you can't win 12 wins inside of every single one. We're still going to get a legendary inside of this one, so everything that just happened is A-okay, but it's going to be the Inferno Dragon, so everything's back to being terrible. Guys, that's going to do it for this video today. Try this deck out if you haven't already. One of the most annoying cards inside of the Goblin Hut. I definitely recommend you play it, and as long as you don't go against nonstop princesses, you should be good to go. That's going to do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.